Right. How was the weather there?
Always hot. Girl, it is hot. Like today almost. Hmm?
And rainy?
No, no.
What?
It's a perfect beach day, perfect motorcycle day, beautiful weather.
Ooh.
I almost skipped work. if I if I didn't have today wasn't Wednesday, I probably would have played hooky. I'm gonna be honest.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Which is the only way I know to be is to be honest. Cause honey,
Right.
I was like, this weather is amazing.
Right.
So all right, we're up and running. And I gotta find this on Facebook. Are you on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I'm Patrice Shavone Brown. It should be Patrice Shavone Brown page on there.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me see if I can we're on there. So before I do this, I want to do this. Hold on. I'm trying to share this. My fingers is doing their own thing. Oh my goodness gracious.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, one cooped up in this office, which I would have preferred to be on the beach somewhere, right?
What beach is it that y'all are near?
Fort Lauderdale, South Beach, Hollywood. We surrounded by, water. So it's like hangout time all the time on the beach.
Oh.
Yes, it's beautiful. Beautiful. So you ever come to South Florida?
Not South Florida. My stepdad, he stays in Orlando, and you see, it's mixed weather there. It's raining hot. It's plenty of to do, but the weather's crazy. That's why I was saying, is it raining and hot? You like, no. I was like, what? But it could be where you're located in Florida,
Yes. We're closer. We're located in Broward County, which is the sister county to Miami-Dade County. Mm-hmm. So it's like 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so to get over in the next county. Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay.
So I'm going to start. Hi, everyone. Thank you all for signing in with us today. We have a special guest. Her name is Patrice Shavone. That's what she's known for. I don't know if you all follow her on social media, but I've been following her for quite a while. If you all notice, most of the posts that I share in my storyline be quotations from what you put up. So it'd be some good inspirational stuff. And over this past time that I found her on Instagram, it's like the comments and things that she put out is so real. It's so now. Like when you read something and you go, ooh, that was for me. That's pretty much what I get from Patrice, when she puts her post out. So you all know this is Hosanna for Youth. We're a nonprofit organization located right here in Broward County. Here we are every Wednesday at 6 p.m. And we bring guests on to encourage, inspire, and just to enhance whatever you're going through, to let you know it's not always got to end up in a bad situation. Things can be better. But in order to get better, you got to think better. You got to do better. In other words, you got to put in the work. You already know that, right? So I asked Patrice to come on because she's so inspirational. She is like a bucket of wisdom. And I'm just like, let me reach out and see if I can get her on here. And to my surprise, she said yes. Yeah. So when I told you all before, You're on social media, you're following people, interact with these people, get to know these people, connect with these people. You'll be surprised of the synergy that you all share alike. So with that, Patrice, go ahead. Tell us about who you are and what you do.
Well, first of all, I would like to say thank you for having me on your show. I'm Patrice Shavone from North Carolina. I am the CEO of Restoring Bodies and Minds. I've been doing mental health counseling since 2003. I've written about 7 books. I'm a single mother of 2, and I'm just a helper at heart.
Your volume went out, Patrice.
Can you hear
I
me?
hear you.
Okay. I thought it had paused or cut off or something.
So you say you're a helper at heart.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
am. I really pretty much enjoy helping people, and I like connecting with people that are real, and that's just who I am. A lot of times when I do post, it's stuff that connects with me. It's things that I'm going through, or something that I've been through. So I feel like, well, let me share this with the ladies, or whoever's following. We all have a story or something that's similar. So
mhm.
again, thank you for having me here.
Thank you. You said that you are in mental health.
Yeah.
How long? And I'm sorry.
Oh, since 2003, but I've had my own facility since 2011. I think this year makes our 10th year being in business. It's been a journey. I think my very first book, Secrets of a Crazy Mental Health Counselor, that book pretty much was me focusing on
Wait,
my
sister, wait, sister. So the first book is called what?
Secrets of a Crazy Mental Health Counselor.
Keeping it 100. That's why I like you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. In this particular book, I just wanted to disclose that although we're counselors or whatever, like people think pastors, counselors, these people in certain professions are perfection, but in reality we have issues like anybody else. And I just wanted to disclose that and like share my journey, my personal journey with my professional development versus my personal development. So I was like, well, let me write and inspire some women just to share my story, because every day for me has been a journey. It's been hard. Nothing has been easy since birth. So again, that was one of those moments of when I wanted to be real and share myself with the world. Uh I didn't care what anybody thought, or once you read the book or see the book, pretty much it's me. You know, I just started writing and I was just like, this is going to inspire, encourage somebody. It's time to stop being fake and hiding behind different things, different titles. And yeah, that's what it was about pretty much.
You saying a mouthful, and just so you all know, that's what you get when you follow her. You get that stuff. She be on point with the encouragement and being transparent of who she is. So,
Right.
and that's what I like. And she keep it 100% real. You can't be on there with your feelings on your sleeve, because I'm gonna tell you, she's not talking about you.
Right. A lot of times I'm talking about something that I've been through,
Mhm.
period. We all share some type of story that's similar to one another. So
Oh yes, oh yes. And just so you know, just in case you haven't had a chance to hear about Hosanna for Youth, it's a platform that started back in 2007. It's a nonprofit, and we started this venture to be a pillar in the community, but we did not know on what grounds we wanted to stand on. We knew we wanted to gear towards at-risk youth, but as we began to pin the at-risk youth, I was sitting there like, ooh, we talking about me.
uh,
So then it made me have to become honest with myself about who I was. And for real, Patrice, one thing that stuck out more to me is I was more living my life in through the eyes and mind of what people thought of me.
Mhm.
I didn't know who I was until I started this whole journey of becoming who you see today.
Right.
But a lot of women don't take that step. They too afraid, or they don't know that they're not who so and so say they are.
Right.
They haven't became connected with who they are.
I wonder, why do we get lost with our identity at times? You know, I think that's a good question for a lot of us to answer. At some point in life, we lose our identity. I know for me, I lost my identity a little bit when I was having my kids. You know, I woke up and I didn't see the same person in the mirror. You know, I didn't see the younger me. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, at some point we lose our identity, we lose track. But how do we get back on track with finding who we are? And I think for me, it's just to just start being open and just admitting, like, dang, I'm flawed. Like, but I got to get myself together, you know, and uh,
So
whew.
one of the sessions that we do here with some of our clients is mirror therapy. And that was developed, and I know a lot of therapists and counselors do mirror therapy, but for Hosanna, it came about for me because I was trying to discover me, but all the flaws that I had, hidden within myself, I had to become aware of and acknowledge them and things like that. So, for instance, for me, one of the things was I grow hair, on the side of my lip, not a full mustache, but I grow hair, and I
Okay.
had to become okay with that to know it's something that I could do about it. You know what I'm saying? So go get waxed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So once go get waxed. We don't, and we are so ashamed of the things that don't mirror our neighbor. And I heard something here recently: when you look through a glass, you're looking at other people, but if you look in the mirror, you're looking at yourself. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I just heard that, and I don't know where I heard it, but I stole it from them because it meant something to me. That's what it was.
Right.
A lot of women haven't taken the time to truly identify their flaws, acknowledge their flaws, embrace their flaws, and still
Mm-hmm.
realize that they are that person. They are the same person, and you have to embrace that and just live with it, which is another reason I was attracted to your page. And I'm going to
Well,
tell you why. Go ahead.
okay, go ahead.
So you had on your page confident fat girls. Go ahead.
Confident fat girls. Well, when we listen to that, people would expect for us not to be confident.
Right.
People would look at women that are plus size, as having low self-esteem. We would probably be the lowest on a beauty chart or something, So to be confident, to be fat, to me is powerful. And that's why I had wrote that book, and started that movement of the confident fat girls, because I felt like it was something that was needed. I've always struggled with my weight since I was younger. And for me, when I look on TV or social media, and I know other young girls that are growing up, they're going to see all this other competition out there, and they're going to look at themselves in the mirror and wonder, well, why don't I look like that? Let me make some changes about me, and let me do this and let me do that. But in reality, you're enough.
Wait,
We need to
stop, Patrice. What you said just then?
In reality, we're enough. We already are enough. We have to believe it, though. You
Exactly.
know, um, but when we look at social media and we read certain things, it tells us that we aren't. And on a psychological level, that's when everything starts to get crossed up and confused, and we start trying to find ourselves in somebody else, and started making different changes, as far as plastic surgery. There's so many different things out there that would alter who you are, because you're lost, and you don't know who your identity is at the current time. So I just think that when I sat down and wrote a Confident Fat Girls book and started the movement, it was only to inspire not only just plus size women, but women that have ever struggled with self esteem. If you ever been called ugly, or if you've ever felt low, the book was simply for you, because it's sort of kind of like a 7-day guide of self love, of you teaching yourself self love and self care, and it's to simply boost your self esteem and boost who you are, so that you feel like you're loved, you're enough, all these different things. If you've ever been bullied or beaten down, or if you've ever been told that you can't do something or that you weren't something, that's what the book is about.
Well, I can tell you, I'm 51 years old, and when I was born in the 70s, and when I think back to my childhood, it was, you had the light skin to the darker girls, and that played a big role in your self-esteem. So I always, outside of the trauma that I was going through, the abusive home life I was in, and all the other things that was just affecting me as a child, here I am in the back of my mind. I wouldn't look in the mirror. I was just self-conscious about everything, and I just thought I was black as tar. What? I thought I was black as tar.
Somebody called you that in the family, or was it out in the streets?
Just out everywhere, in the family and not. It was just, I thought that I was way darker than I actually am. And I wasn't, back then, you didn't embrace your daughters or your young girls and say, come here, let me show you something in the mirror. I want you to know that you're beautiful, right? That you're enough. We didn't get those personal affirmations to encourage ourselves or to learn self-love. Hell, some of us don't even know what love is now.
It's true. We sort of kind of teach ourselves that, it's true. Read about it, because yeah, the furthest thing that you would get towards love would probably be a cuss. I'll go over there and sit down. I love you at the end of the day. Go sit down. Yeah. I love you, and you might get a hug or something in church or wherever you go, but still, you're right about that. We have to teach ourselves self-love. And I think even for me, just being 36, I've had to teach myself, because my mom, she sort of kind of, she loved you, but she sort of kind of wanted you to be over there with the love. She didn't want to embrace it, or she wasn't that lovey-dovey, I love you, this, and she wasn't encouraging. So, for me, I would sort of kind of have to maybe read about it, see it on TV, or teach myself. So you're right. That still goes on today.
I know. And, right now we're caught up in between social media people and real people, So now you got.
Yeah. They'll show us some clips like that on social media, but in the back of my mind, I'm saying, maybe in reality, it might be a little bit different, how we express ourselves with love. And yeah, you're right. Social media versus reality. And even with those video games, people are getting the video games twisted with reality. When I heard you say that, I thought about my son with those video games. I'm just like, he is so lost. You hollering at this game like it's real, but in real life, that's fake. Right. So it's just so much stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the other day I heard someone say, you got parents. They were making an announcement to parents saying that not only should you be concerned about the academic learning of your child, but you also got to prepare them for life learning. And and a lot of people, because of academically, you go to school, the teacher, and we put that responsibility on the teacher and not on the parent as well. But it's a job that we as parents have to do in order to make sure that we are helping a well-rounded individual to come out of this, So self-care, self-love, self-preservation, all of that matters.
It does. I like how you put that. so that we're making a well-rounded individual. I struggle with that with my parenting myself. When I see my 13, he's about to be 13, and my 9-year-old, and I ask them to get up and clean or do something, and they've been home during this pandemic. They're looking at me like, well, why we gotta clean? What we gotta fix? I bet we ain't going nowhere. Or because I said so. If you get out of the habit of not doing stuff, when it's time to go back to school or do different things, you're going to be lost. So I find myself preaching and teaching to my children all the time. And it's because I want them to have not only common sense, I want them to have book sense too, but you're going to have to be able to do things on your own. Nobody's not going to do this, really.
Yes.
I struggle with that, trying to teach my children to be well-rounded and to just do things. Don't do it if they feel like they don't have to clean or do different things if they haven't done it, or it's sort of kind of like, well, I'm just gonna sit up here and just let it stay like that. I didn't do it, but if you see it messed up, fix it. That's just something that goes on in my head. But yeah, that's a different.
Well, I mean, I tell people all the time, Patrice, like I say, listen, I was so accustomed to parenting like my mother, and she wasn't great for me. So I don't know why I took that habit of parenting like her to my kids.
Ooh, yeah.
and my children are 32 and 22. Okay. So I'm just becoming a well-rounded person. I wasn't. So I was a broken person trying to raise two kids that put me in the negative with being in parenting. I can admit that. I can admit that. I made a lot of mistakes. And through those mistakes, I've been able to correct and make beautiful relationships with them now, but I was growing while they were growing. So right. I tell parents all the time, don't harpen upon yourself about what you couldn't do or you didn't know to do or you don't know how. It's always time to learn. I'm forever learning. Okay. And I sit back and I'm always looking and trying to find ways to sharpen myself. And so I have to say thank you, Patrice, because some of your stuff has sharpened me.
No, this talk that we're having right now is helpful to me, because I'm thinking like I got to be this perfect parent. Here I go again in the back of my mind. You're not doing something right as a parent. The kids are doing this. I constantly have anxiety about something, but this talk that we're having, when you said that you grew with the kids, that's helpful. That is very helpful to me because I always feel like I haven't did something or I didn't do something right as a parent or, it's just always something. But I enjoy this conversation that we're having. Yeah.
Well, listen, let me tell you, that's me when I'm kicked back, reading your posts and taking in the things that you put up. Because I'm not 100% there yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm forever learning. And I tell people all the time, I used to say I'm under construction, but now I say.
That's all of us. That is all of us.
Now I say I'm forever learning. Okay. I realize every day that I wake up, I set out to, learn something new every day. So I wake up with the intentions of welcoming newness to me so that it can help me because you ever heard the saying that you are only as smart as your circle or only as big as your circle? Yeah. And in doing that I realized I'm only gonna go as far as them because your circle, if they don't know, y'all stuck. So I learned to go outside of my circle. You understand? I learned to go outside of my circle and make new friendships. That's how the whole social media thing came into play for me during this pandemic. I'm talking to people. Hi, how are you? Where you from? What y'all doing up there? How's things? And I'm in their inbox and I'm making these relationships. And it has, flourished. It's blossomed into something great. Good. That now, when I feel that I need some encouragement, unbeknownst to Patrice Shavone, here I am. I'm looking at your page and I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it. She's good with that one. And I'll share it on my page, just so you know. But
Okay.
yeah, so don't ever feel that nobody's watching. People always watching.
Yeah. They say
And
that all the time when you least
yeah,
expect it. That's why it just helps to be real who you are,
yes,
so you don't get exposed.
exactly. Exactly. Now, let me ask you, what started this journey of the books? Because you got several, I see.
Yeah, I do. I have 7. Well, by me being a counselor, I always encouraged anybody that came in contact with me to write, to journal, write down those feelings, write down whatever. So, uh, with that being said, I just started writing myself. I started writing, and I wanted to put my stuff, you know, I wanted to leave like a legacy behind. Like once I'm gone, you can find one of my books. Even if I didn't become the best number one bestseller, I still have some material out there. This is stuff that I had written. So for me, writing was therapy, and even to create these stories, I think that had became more therapy for me. Doing the fiction novels and things, I got a chance to express like my imagination or different stories that I had heard from friends and stuff before, and put a little twist on it. So I always like to write. I've always liked to write. I've always encouraged somebody to write. And if you're out there, and if you are undecided about writing a book, go ahead and do it. Don't let anything hold you back. Rather a publishing place picks you up, pick yourself up. Be your own self publisher. Don't let anything hold you back. Share yourself with the world. So writing for me has helped me share myself with the world.
Okay. Now, how can they find your books?
Oh, all the books are on Amazon. I am on Barnes and Noble, Smashwords, and my website is patriceshavone.com. So you can find me on any of those. It's on Audible also.
Okay. Okay. So one of the things that was the confident fat girl, and that I liked the most, and I keep bringing that up because I know a lot of us are stuck there, and I keep saying us, we either considering surgery, we done had surgery, we avid working out because we don't want to gain the weight, or we doing this and we doing that because somewhere we're thinking we're not pretty enough, we're not fine enough, we're not this, we're not that. And even myself, I catch myself because I'm only 4'11". I'm short,
Okay.
and I'm hippie. So yeah, I'm hippie, and then it's like I see myself in the 20 age range, and I'm like, I don't look nothing like that, you know, like I used to, and I need to lose the weight. I'm gaining the weight. So you'll see me, I'll be working out and getting it on, and the body will fall right back into place, and I'll be, good. And then next time you see me, I'll be done put on a little pounds, and I'm like, people are like, oh, and Jean, you look good. And I go into this whole rant about I stopped working out. I'm not doing anything because I done gained all this weight back. And, I go through all of this, not able to take a compliment, you know?
Mm.
Yes, girl. So now, since I've been, on this journey, I can take a compliment, and I ain't got no rebuttal for you. I'm done
Right.
with it. I am who I am, whether the pounds are on or off. I look good, and I just keep it moving. And my confidence level went from here to here.
Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, this is what you get, child. Yes, and I'm gonna work this. I look good, and I go through this whole thing. And I try to share that part of me with women because it does not matter how much weight you have on you. How do you carry the weight? How do you dress the weight up? How do you present the weight? How do you show up? I ask women all the time, how do you show up? Now, if
Mm.
I invite you somewhere and you come dragging your feet with this, that, and the other, I guess that's how you want to So I'm gonna let you be as you are. I'm not gonna be like, girl, I got on this. You need to change and you need to put on this. No, I'm not that person.
Okay.
You know they say, why you ain't tell your friend? No, I'm not that person because I think now you have to want it. You have to know who you are. You have to know how you show up. So I ask women all the time, how do you show up?
you asking me that question now?
Yeah, how do you show up, Patrice?
Well, for me, how do I show up? I like these grandma dresses. I had a girl that did my makeup one time. She had said, you like them long grandma dresses. I'm like, yeah, I got some big old hips and things. I'm trying to cover up these big old legs. I grew up in a household where my grandmother, my dad's mom, she was one of those women. She's older. She stayed in New York. So now she's got this New York accent, and we got to put our panty girdles on, and got to have the bra that's keeping your boobs sitting up, and you have to be presentable. You could be big, but you need to be presentable. That's what she would always say to me growing up. You're the biggest granddaughter, but that don't mean nothing. You could pull it together. So she when she says present yourself, and what I've learned, it was to pretty much glam yourself up. Make sure you have on the right undergarments. Make sure that you're looking glamorous that day to your full potential. So if I'm going to show up, it's going to not be so revealing for me, because I've never been that type of woman to reveal everything. I know right now what I see on TV and what people are wanting from us big girls is for us to show everything off or be exposed or let it all hang out. But just by me showing up, that's everything hanging out. That's just enough right there. Me showing up. I don't have to come in my underwears and panties, just to show that I'm confident. No, my confidence is going to speak for itself with my clothes on. Exactly. So I'm going to show up like that. I might have on one of these long grandma dresses, or it's just going to be different. I'm going to make sure that my undergarments is in place. I might have some Spanx on for my big legs. It's just different for me when somebody says, how are you going to show up? And it just depends on the occasion. Swimwear, I'm going to have on a cover up. I'm going to have something on that shows off my sexy side. I think a lot of times people get big and sexy confused a lot of times. They don't sort of kind of, understand that you don't have to show everything to be sexy or to be beautiful or to be big or small. We don't have to show everything. So
that's the difference between sexy and naked.
Right. Yeah,
it's a difference. And I said it. I'm gonna let y'all know it's a difference. And no, not at all. Not at all in my thing. I mean, here this past month, I'm not a big makeup person, Patrice. I'm not, I'm just a more natural person. But here lately, I've been playing in makeup. I met a young lady. She's 17 years old. She's learning makeup and everything. So, to give her the practice and, stuff like that, I've been hitting her up. If someone say we're going somewhere, I'm like, okay, I gotta go get my makeup done. I never go lashes and all that stuff. So I was like, I'm going to get me some lashes. So here this past month, I've been going like back to back makeup and everything. And I mean, I saw myself in a different light. Okay. You know what I mean? I realized one thing I learned about me now is I like to dress up. Okay. I like the glamour. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I like the exoticness, the sexiness that you can bring off without being so revealing. Yeah. So I'm like, yes. And then to hear people, when I post the pictures on social media or they see me in person, they be like, oh my God, Aunt Jean, you were so beautiful. Like that. I'm like, yeah, child. I had on my eyeshadow, all the makeup. I don't even wear lipstick. So, for her to put lipstick and all this makeup, I was like, oh my God. I said, can I see yet? I be sitting there like, okay, can I see? And on some of the pictures, I was just telling a friend, I say, that don't even look like me.
Right. That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. Different makeup artists. And at first, just what you said, I wasn't a person that I didn't feel like I had to have makeup on, but I love to have a dress on. So I sort of kind of was casual, but as far as the makeup, that's taken it to a whole nother level for me. But once I had went and got my like a little photo shoot makeover type of thing, that's another thing that I say in the book. I felt good and I seen my pictures and I was like, wow, is that me? I look beautiful. Like that's another person, but that's another side of me. Let me continue to do this, on different occasions just to spice myself up. I gotta agree with you on that. You feel different.
Yes.
It's something about it. Yeah.
I advise any woman that's listening to this and, treat yourself one day. It's not hard to do to find a makeup artist. If you're on social media, just put up a post. You're looking for a local makeup artist to do your makeup. Find you a photographer. You don't have to be in a studio. You can be outside. You can be, people are now doing alter ego photo shoots and things like that. I mean, do something that make you feel good that you want to do and play dress up and wear the lipstick and do all that stuff. So there you have it. You got two people on the screen telling you how beautiful you feel, how, it just takes you to another level. It did for me.
Right.
So I'm glad about that. Now, what all are you doing now since you've written your books? Are you on another book yet?
No. I'm going to slow it down at 7. Right now, we're getting ready to start recording like a reality show for Secrets of a Crazy Mental Health Counselor. I'm going to take and put that book on, some type of video. And I just want to give people like a little background into my life. Sort of kind of, it's going to be like me, my office setting, my staff, some personal things that go on in my life. I sort of kind of have a fiance. I'm supposed to be Christian. And
wait a minute. Stop.
It's a lot.
Patrice,
It's a lot.
You said sort of, kind of.
Yeah, it's a lot. He's supposed to be Muslim and I'm Christian. So, it's some conflict a little bit there. And being a single mother, sickness is always running in my family. I'm always battling with something. If it's not the job, it's at home. So my life, I'm trying to do some episodes to it. I think I'm gonna do about 8 episodes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Make sure you let me know where we can view them and how we can help and whatever, whether it's getting people over to watch it and all that good stuff.
I will. I definitely will.
So is Confident Fat Girl like also a program up there in Carolina?
Yeah. So the Confident Fat Girls movement, we get together every year in October, September or October. We moved it to October, I think, last year because of COVID. But we always schedule like a trip. It's just been crazy a little bit since the pandemic. I think the first time we did Jamaica, we had to bring it back towards home for the pandemic. But we get together every year. I select a couple ladies based on stories that they've written and submitted into me through email or through the website. And we pretty much celebrate them. And we share their stories that they've had with dealing with self-esteem, confidence, or something where you dealt with a relationship and a man probably tried to break your self-esteem down. We choose women like that and try to celebrate them at the Confident Fat Girls movement celebration. So I always post it up on my social media on Instagram, Patrice_Shavone, or on Facebook, so I can select some ladies to pretty much celebrate, because that's all it is. The Confident Fat Girls movement is just a simple celebration to help you boost your self-esteem and to start loving who you are and build like a sisterhood, pretty much.
I like that. That sounds fantastic. I like that. So what words would you like to leave with I'll say, I'm gonna give you two. I want to know, what words would you leave for that teen, and what words would you leave for that grown woman?
Mm, wow. Just know that you're loved. Even if you feel like you're alone, just know that you're not alone. In regards to your appearance, weight, if it's a bad or negative relationship with your mom, your dad, relatives, or boy, girl, whomever, just know that you're loved and that you're enough and you're always going to be. And even if you do lose your identity of who you are, get back on track and start believing again. And that's it. Place all your doubts in God's hands.
That's the best. That's first and foremost. And Shavone, if you have anything else to share with them, please feel free. Other than that, we will put up where you can follow her on Instagram and Facebook, as she's already told you. She's a wealth of knowledge and wisdom, honey. Please go and make sure you follow Patrice Shavone on Instagram and as well as on Facebook, so that you can stay abreast of what she has going on. The books, like she said, they are everywhere. You can order and read them, and they're also an audio version too, if you don't want to read and you just want to listen. She's located in North Carolina, and we're just happy you took the offer to come on and share you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. And hey, when you schedule your confident fat girl thing, let me know, because it depends on where y'all going. I may go.
Okay, I
Yeah,
will.
depends. It depends. Because I don't want to go where I already been.
Well, you know what? You're right there in Florida.
So y'all coming here?
Florida has all the amazing beaches. Remember what you just said to me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So
So maybe
let's
we
see
can
what we
plan
can make happen.
something in that area.
Yes. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes. So let's see what we can make happen. It might be cute, and I can connect some other organizations or of ladies to come in also. I think, a matter of fact, I'm gonna inbox you one of them so you can reach out to them, and I think it would be a shared synergy.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, see, we're putting something together for this year. I hadn't even thought about the whole movement for 2021. I was just like, oh, these months are going
It's
by,
going
but
fast.
you just put something in my head. I didn't even think about October or September, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
Well, Hosanna we normally host our No More Family Secrets conference in September.
Okay.
But we haven't discussed if we were going to do it this year due to the pandemic. We didn't do it last year. So I would double check with the team when we have our board meeting to see if that's even going to happen. If it doesn't happen, I'm open.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Cool.
All right. So, hey, I just met the most amazing lady in person. I am so grateful. So now when you see me on your feed, look, liking everything, I know you're going to go back and be like, let me see where this lady came from. Girl, I'm on there. Yes. I'll
I
be like,
know
let me see
you
what she
are.
put up. I'll be like, let me see what she put up today. So, yes.
All right.
All right. So thank you all the way up in North Carolina. I thank you. And I continue to look forward to meeting you in person and seeing what synergy we can create. And let's continue to do the work. We
All
doing
right.
it. You're
Thank
doing a
you.
great job. If ain't nobody told you, Patrice.
Thank you.
All right, girl. Thank you. Good night.
Bye.